At what point are you going to admit that eating Chipotle is actually bad for you? I haven't had Chipotle in over 2 years, and here's why. So back in 2024, there was a report that came out by Toxin Free Future organization where they rate organizations based off of how many hazardous chemicals and plastics they have in their packaging, and if they're making an effort to improve the materials that they use for that packaging. They rate these companies on a scale of A to F, and they look for if you're banning the bad, corporate commitment, so if you're committing to doing this, transparency, and safer solutions. So if you had to guess what score Chipotle got, what would you say? You guessed correctly, they got an F. And so here are the category scores that they got. And out of the 22 restaurant companies that they did testing on, they literally scored the worst, behind companies including McDonald's, Arby's, Jimmy John's, and even Sonic. So basically what this means is that there's a lot of harmful chemicals that are in the packaging that Chipotle uses. They're not transparent at all, and they're not really making any effort to finding better materials that they use for packaging. So if you want to look into the report yourself, I have the link right here. And if scoring an F on this report wasn't bad enough, they also use rice bran oil in basically everything that they cook. And if you don't know about rice bran oil, I got plenty of videos about that type of oil on my page, so please go and check some of those out. Let's also not forget the fact that there was an E. coli breakout in Chipotle, several years ago. They do claim that they use high quality ingredients, which I honestly can't verify or know if that's actually true, because I didn't put the time and effort to look into it. But does that really matter if their packaging is filled with harmful chemicals and they're cooking everything in rice bran oil? So while I used to be a big Chipotle eater in the past, after learning about all of this, I made the decision to not eat it anymore because it really is just not that healthy for you. And so this doesn't change my mind on me eating there in the future. I'm more than happy making my own homemade Chipotle bowl that tastes better than Chipotle. So let me know in the comments if you still eat Chipotle and if you think you'll continue to eat it after hearing this. Peace.